Let me turn this down. Man, I just got through watching the interview. First of all, I got to shout out to people from New Orleans. I have a lot of people from New Orleans that subscribe to the channel. You know, I got a lot of people from the NO that subscribe to the channel. Appreciate y'all, appreciate y'all. You know, appreciate everybody that's been subscribing to the channel. I appreciate everybody. But I haven't done a BG Turk type of video in a long time. But this, I gotta do a video about this. I gotta talk about this. I just got through watching The Breakfast Club. BG did well. I think it was set up like that. I think Charlemagne kind of set it up like that because BG said it off top. Do you really want to go there? You know, and at first, hey bro, hey, what's going on? At first, you know, they were talking about the music. You know, it was going in the right direction. I was kind of thinking that maybe that on this tour, because the word is now they're doing a tour together, No Limit and Cash Money, which is great. And that tour, I said, the Hot Boys reunion, I said that on the Hot Boys reunion, I said that was my retirement show, meaning that I wasn't gonna be going to, you know, that's it. As far as me going to these concerts, going to the club, that was my retirement celebration. If you was on the channel, you know. We went to the Hot Boys reunion, had a great time out there, and that was my retirement party, right? Meanwhile, now they're doing a tour, No Limit and the Hot Boys, No Limit and Cash Money. So that's gonna bring me out of retirement. I said it. That concert right there, No Limit and Cash Money, I gotta be in the building for that. So I gotta plot, plan, and strategize right now because BG announced it that they already in communication with the big timers and the big boys up there about doing a tour with the No Limit, which I think that this type of tournament, I'm thinking about basketball, this type of concert will actually bring out Wayne, and I think Turk is gonna be there because when they were talking about music, right? Charlemagne, BG, he talked, you know, kind of highly on BG, you know, highly on Turk, had me kind of believing, okay, if the bag is there, they're going to do the show. They're going to let Turk come back on, you know, and I think that he should, you know, because the type of money they're going to get for this No Limit Cash Money tour is going to be something more than what they ever seen before. And I think for it to be successful, to really bring the OGs out like me and myself, Wayne got to be there. Turk got to be there. Drake and Nicki don't necessarily got to be there, you know, but Wayne got to be there and Turk got to be there. So they're in talks right now, you know, trying to finalize that deal. But they pushed the issue a little bit and start going towards the messy side, right? That's what Charlemagne do. And BG disrespected the man's wife. Now, at the end of the day, shout out to Turk. Turk got a foundation. Turk married, kids, got a foundation like for his household. He's doing the right, he's doing it the way it's supposed to go, right? But at the same time, you got BG over here. He's almost my age, right? Running around here acting like a kid. If you hear his conversation y'all got to go back and watch that conversation. Listen to the way he talks and mumbles, bro. Like, bro, you almost 50 years old. You got to, maybe he should hook up with Turk and Turk can help him get his communication skills together. He has to understand that, bro, I'm too old to be talking like that. I'm too old to be mumbling and fumbling and talking like I'm in the streets. He's too old for that, you know? So he needs to take out a page out of Turk's book and read Think and Grow Rich. See, that's the thing that I like about Turk. This guy sat and read the whole book, Think and Grow Rich, right? Which is a great book, by the way. I would advise anybody that's trying to change their life, trying to get a foundation down, you know, go read Think and Grow Rich. It's not rich, you know, rich means a lot of different things. You can be rich and be married with kids, like Turk, with a foundation, right? Which is the building block of a family. Mom, dad, kids, married in the household, building, right? So BG did the ultimate thing, which I think in my opinion, yeah, he crossed the line. He disrespected the man's wife, you know, on air in front of the whole world. Now, it's one thing for, and these dudes grew up together. You know what I'm saying? So that was the ultimate disrespect for my homeboy, who I grew up with, that we were not seeing eye to eye because I told the business. You know what I'm saying? Which, what's wrong with him telling how it went? If the jury was fake, bro, it was fake. Straight up. You know what I'm saying? It was fake. And ain't nothing wrong with that, because a lot of people will tell you, you know, a lot of people live in this type of way as far as fake it till you make it. It's entertainment. You know what I'm saying? Like the movies. A lot of that, it's a costume. You know what I'm saying? But the rap game that got so lame these days, that these dudes actually want people, as far as the fans and the people that listen to it, want to actually make people think that they're really living like that. And but this, at the same time, this another thing that was interesting about the interview. Now, Birdman is mad at Turk because he told the world that those watches and all the stuff that they had was fake, right? But BG got up there today and told the whole world that his mama's house was the stash spot for Birdman back in the day. So how is that any different? That's actually worse than what Turk did. But Birdman ain't gonna get upset about that. Think about that. He ain't gonna get mad. BG went up there today and told all of us that his mama's house was used as the stash spot. In other words, Birdman was using his mama as a guinea pig, as we used to call it back in the day. Using his mama's house as a crash dummy. You know what I'm saying? That's what we used to call them back in the day. Like if you got to work, you know what I'm saying, and you stashing it somewhere because you don't want to keep it at your house, you use the crash dummy to do it. So BG disrespected his mama on for the whole world to see. Damn what he said about Turk's wife. This dude came up on national TV today on the Breakfast Club and told us, like it was something real, like it was something to praise, that his mama's house was used as a stash spot for Birdman. Now, what y'all got to say about that, people? What do y'all have to say about that? Now, y'all sit here and down talk what Turk said about the fake watches, but what are y'all gonna say what BG just said this morning? He just straight up gave up the business for real. But then before he said it, they turn around and say statute of limitation. You know what I'm saying? They already knew what he was going to say. Charlemagne already knew what BG was going to say, because right before he said it, they clarified it to him that it was statute of limitation. But still, you just told the business, you just snitched, right? Ain't this in the way of snitching? But you see, nobody's going to say or get upset with BG because of what he said. He straight up said that Birdman was the dope man and his mama was the stash spot. His mama's house was the stash spot. So you can't have it both ways. BG can say what he want to say, but Turk can't say what he want to say. Turk never exposed that type of business. If the watches was fake, bro, they was fake. But Birdman is so upset about an image, the wrong type of image. He want us to think that he was the biggest dope man in America. He want us to think that he had all the glitter and the bling bling. But at the same time, Turk already exposed it. Turk already told us that it was fake. He already told us that. So that's why, you know what I'm saying, you can't pay attention to these rappers, guys. You can't pay attention to them because in my opinion, the reason why they doing Turk like that, because he changed his life. That's why they doing him like that. They're treating him like that because the dude changed his life. The dude ain't talking. He changed his communication skills. He elevated his mind. You know what I'm saying? He got his life right when he got out of prison and started over. Now he has a foundation. He's married with kids, with his wife and kids every single day. You know what I'm saying? Acting his age, not his shoe size. You know what I'm saying? So that's something that y'all have to think about. Go back, if you are a BG fan or a Turk fan or whatever, there's a lot of people from New Orleans that subscribe to this channel. Go back and look. Go back and look. BG was down bad, man. You know what I'm saying? But of course, he got the okay to say that. Why? Because these rappers, you know what I'm saying, they want to paint a certain type of image out there, you know what I'm saying, to these kids. But they'll never tell us and celebrate what Turk doing. He called Turk a dummy, a bozo. That's basically what he called him. How can you call somebody that's married, changed his life, you know what I'm saying, with his kids? How can you down that? You know what I'm saying? You upset, they upset because he's not doing what they're doing. He's not doing what the powers that be want him to do. He doing what he want to do. That's why I'm saying, kids, if you know you're doing the right thing, you know what I'm saying, you're saying the right thing, speak your mind if it's right. Don't let nobody close you. Don't let nobody tell you what to do if it's the right thing. If you know you speaking the truth, talk your truth. Speak your truth. Don't sell your soul for a jelly roll. Don't sell your soul for no amount of money. If it's the truth and it's positive, say it. Say it, because guess what? What Turk has done, sitting and reading Think and Grow Rich, he's changed a lot of people's lives. He's a lot of people that watch him on his channel. You know what I'm saying? He's changing a lot of people's lives. Why? Because he's showing the youth a different side. Go and listen to that new album that Turk got out, which is the best album of the year by far. You know what I'm saying? It's better than all those because he's talking positivity. You know what I'm saying? He got a little bit of in it, but at the same time, it's something that you can let your teenagers listen to. It's something that you can learn from, you know what I'm saying, by storytelling. You know what I'm saying? Storytelling of overcoming adversity, overcoming being lame, overcoming being a dope fiend, overcoming obstacles in life, overcoming getting scammed by the record label, learning how to earn, spend less, and invest. And the biggest investment that he made is in himself. By understanding what a foundation is, by understanding getting married. If I have a baby by somebody, I marry that woman and we create a family together. You know what I'm saying? BG was out of pocket for disrespecting that man's wife. You know what I'm saying? He ain't got no wife. You know what I'm saying? He ain't got no room to talk. His foundation is all twisted and bent and messed up. He's straddling the fence right now. Straddling the fence right now. You know what I'm saying? So that video right there, the reason why I had to bring it up, because I haven't spoke about BG and Turk in a while. You know what I'm saying? I got a lot of people on the channel that's from New Orleans, from way back when. You know, shout out to New Orleans, shout out to New Orleans. There will, according to them, there will be a no limit cash money tour. And guess what? That right there is going to bring me out of retirement. And I know I said that I wasn't going to do it no more, but I was not anticipating, you know, them two getting together and doing a concert. So I will go out. I will be out there. I will be in New Orleans whenever that go down. If I was them, I would put that together ASAP. By the end of it is already the end. It's already November, which tomorrow is a big day as we go into another topic. Tomorrow is the big day, guys. A lot of people, while we're talking about this, a lot of people are going to be losing their food stamps because of this government shutdown, which is in day number 31. Tomorrow is November the 1st. But the big date is November 7th. Why is November 7th the big day, Stock Sniper? November 7th is a big day because all those lawmakers that are voting to keep the government open, they all go on vacation on November the 7th. So November 7th really is the day. And the thing is, all this voting, bringing it back up, they're not changing nothing. The left and the right are not talking. They're just bringing up the same bill and it's getting rejected. It's getting rejected every single time. So man, they are far, far, far apart. But the thing is, I believe that they're talking behind the scenes because everybody has November 7th circled. And guess what? Tomorrow is also the day when people got to re-register for their Obamacare. It's November 1st, I think. Yes. So it's two things happening tomorrow. Food stamps are going to get cut off. And the Obamacare, if you go re-register, you're going to be paying triple and quadruple of the premium. Everything is going to go up. You know what I'm saying? So they got a lot of things that's happening right now. Meanwhile, you got to peep the scene. Trump is silent. He's not saying really that much about that. He's not saying really nothing about that. But Leader Johnson came and told us, look, we're not going to keep patching up all this stuff, right? Because the Democrats, all they're doing, according to Speaker Johnson, that all they're doing is using this stuff as a pawn instead of taking care of the situation, and doing the CR and open up the government, and then we can debate and go back and forth on the things that we do not agree with, that we're fighting over on the back end, But they are not, according to Speaker Johnson, this is what he said. We're not going to continue to give in to the far left of the Democratic Party. All we need is 6 people to come ride with the bill, right? The people on the far left, what they're doing is they're particularly holding their vote back, holding the vote back. In other words, they're voting to keep the government closed. They're voting to keep people from getting their food stamps, which is going to be tomorrow. So that's the thing. Shout out to the states that are going to fund the food stamp program, understanding that they're not going to be repaid by the government. See, what trips me out about this government, guys, is that the people, our money, right, is what take care of the people that's on the food stamp. So the people that get food stamps, Medicaid, and all the welfare and all this stuff, they're getting taken care of by us. They're not getting taken care of by the government. The government just the ones that control the money. That's why I don't like paying taxes, guys. You know what I'm saying? You pay into something, and then you vote for the people who you think gonna do the right thing, and these people holding on to the money like it's their money. But it's our money. We take care of the people that are less fortunate, the people that make bad decisions in life. You know what I'm saying? We pay taxes so we can take care of the people that make bad decisions. You know what I'm saying? And that's what that money is there. We take care of the people that own food stamps. We take care of the people that own housing. We take care of the people that get WIC programs, not the American government. They're not the ones we take care of them. That's our money. And guess what? When it comes to stuff like that, they need to vote. Let the American people vote. With the development of AI and the internet, it should be easy for the vote and let everybody go vote. Everybody got a phone. It should be an alert. Vote. Do you think that we should issue out the food stamps for the American people that made bad decisions in life? Yes or no? That's what they need to do. And I guarantee you, I would be very surprised if we did an overall vote of everybody in America. Should we fund the SNAP program? I guarantee you, 8 out of 10 of Americans are going to say yes. Why, Stock Sniper? Because one thing about Americans, guys, we help people. We help one another. We see people all the time helping people, helping the homeless. You know what I'm saying? That's how America is built. America, we are not built to just kick somebody to the curb because they done made bad decisions. We'll feed you. You know what I'm saying? We'll feed you and give you some food, but you might not come stay or live with me, but I can feed you. You know what I'm saying? I can at least do that, here and there. You know what I'm saying? I can at least do that. If I got a family member that made bad decisions and stuck in their own ways and this, that, and the third, if I see them, You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna pass them up. I'm gonna ask them how they doing, what's going on. Here you go. You know what I'm saying? And I'm gonna feed them. You know what I'm saying? That's why some of these people that's up there, they don't need to be up there, bro. All right, let's see. Thieves and Liars. Herman Park. Maggie K. What's up, y'all? How y'all doing, chat? Appreciate y'all for joining me. I'm a secret princess. Okay. Thieves and Liars. Why do grown men act like women? It's a character flaw. Thieves and Liars, it's a character flaw. 3, Reggie. I'm a Nigerian prince. Oh, shout out to Nigeria. Appreciate y'all. Shout out to Nigeria. Martin, hello, brother. Hello, Martin. How you doing? Thank you for joining. Who else we got in here? Only for backbenders. Can you donate to me $15? I am from India and very poor. Hi, bro. Hey, what's going on, India? Appreciate y'all for joining me. I'm your host, the one and only Stock Sniper. This is the walk down. 4-mile run, 1.5-mile walk. Marathon training. That's right. Today is Friday. I hope everybody having a good day. I just got through watching, I don't know what to call it, but I just got through watching a sad situation unfold. And I just watched a man that's my age acting like a YN, disrespecting another man that got his life together, right? And is trying to, not is trying to, he is building his foundational family with a good woman, and his kids is right there in the house, and they married, trying to do what, Stock Sniper? Live the American dream. While you got another guy that's the same age as us acting like a bozo. He's the bozo. I said it. BG is the bozo. And he has to be used as a teachable lesson of what not to be. I don't care how much money you got. Money don't mean nothing. It's your character and how you live your life. That's what means something. Don't ever sell your soul for $1. Don't ever sell your character, sell your soul, your character, and your morals and principles for $1. Don't ever dumb yourself down for $1. That's what these rappers, guys, that's what these rappers are teaching the younger kids these days. Because you get a bag, oh, he got a bag, oh, he got money, oh, he got the money, he got paid for it. Money ain't everything. The people, let me tell y'all something. The higher ups, the last thing they worrying about is the bag. They not worrying about $1. They worrying about assets and power. And teaching it to their kids and grandkids about moral respect, honor, and how to carry yourself and how to treat a woman. You know what I'm saying? Get married, have kids, and teach your kids the proper way on how to act and how to move. And bless your grandkids and live to be however long God put you on this earth. That's what it is. These rappers with all this slang and street talking, all this here, that is lame. Hey, what's up, the Don? Appreciate you for joining me. Show me some cash. Or you got to go in your pocket and get your own cash, pull your own cash out. That's what you do. This is not the show cash channel. But I did show my portfolio. You want to see my investment portfolio? Roll the videos back. I've showed my portfolio and my investment and asset portfolio on this channel multiple times. The next time I show it, if you've been on this channel before, I already told y'all the next time I'm gonna show my investment portfolio. When, Stock Sniper? It's gonna be in 2029 once I place myself and I activate in this wealth transfer that I'm currently a part of right now. You talking about cash, show me some cash. I'm talking about a wealth transfer. That's what I'm talking about. I'm talking about assets. I'm talking about power. I'm talking about wealth that you can pass down to your kids and your grandkids. Money, uh, money, Krill, is just a tool. That's all it is. It's not nothing to brag about. It's not nothing to praise, none of that. Money is a tool to get what you need. That's all it is. That's all it is. It's a tool to get what you need. It ain't nothing to praise. What's the use of having a whole lot of money and the value of the money is going down by the second? What is the use of sitting on a whole lot of cash and it's going down by the second? The money is a tool. You take the tool and you use it for what you really want is the assets, the stocks, the bonds, the gold, the silver, the real estate. You feel me? That's what that's for. Once I learned that, it changed my whole life. Yeah, I used to be the one in the club throwing money, throwing this and doing all that, this, that, and the third. But that just shows how immature you are. That just shows how immature you are. 8 out of 10 of these guys that show their money ain't got no assets. I'm gonna say it again. 8 out of 10 of these guys and these rappers and these dudes that come on the internet and show their money and throw their money, guess what? They don't have no assets. They can't show you a portfolio. They can't show you a portfolio. They can't show you no kind of assets. All they can show you is the money. That's it. That's all they can show you. Some money and a car note and a car loan and a credit card. That's all they can show you. If that. Why stocks like? Because they too busy. They don't value it. They too busy throwing it away. They don't use it as a tool. They use it as a food. And it rhymes so it makes sense. Shout out to Scar in the Woods. They don't use the money as a tool. They use it because they are a fool. And it rhymes so it makes sense. And it's true. You're just talking like in any run of the mill stock, bro. Like trading or ETFs. You haven't even talked about anything worth. Wow. Well, it might not be worthwhile to you. That's the thing, Joel. It's worthwhile to me. See, what I talk about on my channel, it's me. It's what I want to say, what I want to do. Yeah, that's the difference between me and you. I do what I want to do. I say what I want to say, right? I'm not here to amuse you. That's what you got to understand. See, we have to stop coming to the internet to be entertained, right? I just told you some things that you could take it and run with it. But you want me to entertain you. And that's not what I'm here for. I didn't come on the internet to be an entertainer. If I wanted to be an entertainer, I'd be playing basketball somewhere. I'm not here to entertain. I'm here to connect. I'm here to tell people they need to earn, spend less, and make proper investments. I'm trying to tell people, these rappers that y'all are watching, you got to use them as a case study of what not to be. That's what I'm here for. I'm here to turn that, I'm here to that light bulb go off in your head so you can grow as a person. And then maybe you come on here and say something that can help me grow as a person. That's why I'm here. I'm not here to entertain, bro. I'm not, well, if I'm not talking about anything to you, all you got to do is scroll up or scroll down. That's all you got to do. If it's not entertaining to you, all you got to do is scroll up or scroll down. I should have been taught to set aside some money every paycheck. See, you missing what I'm saying. First of all, dude, I'm retired. That's number one. Number two, earning, spending less, and investing. What is that? Investing is what? Setting money to the side and investing it to make it grow. It's called money when you sleep. It's called making money while you sleep. See, while I'm sitting here exercising and connecting with the chat, I got money rolling right now, and it's called the stock market. I got investments. And if you roll the videos back, you'll see exactly what I'm talking about. Subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell, and then take the time out and watch my videos. Go all the way down. That's your homework. Go all the way down and watch some of the videos. I'm not talking about the videos where I'm exercising. I'm talking about the videos where I'm actually talking and showing my stock portfolio and talking about the stock market. See, I don't have to talk about the stock market every single day, guys. I don't have to talk about that every single day. I got hundreds and hundreds of videos about investing, about reading stock charts, about gold, silver, real estate. I got a whole lot of videos about that, right? This live is about changing your mind. You don't want to be my age and talking like you're still in the streets. You don't want to be my age being disrespectful. You don't want to be my age and think everything is about money. In other words, selling your soul for a jelly roll. You don't want to be my age and you got 6, 7 kids by 6, 7 different baby mamas. You don't want to be my age and destroying the youth. You don't want to be my age being messy and gossiping with other men on the internet. Right? You want to actually do what I'm doing. And what I'm doing, the main thing I'm doing is I'm training for a marathon. That's the main thing that I'm doing right now. And I'm connecting with the people that come and rock with me, right? Tomorrow is a major day. Some people, food stamps are going to get cut off, right? How is that not important, what I'm talking about? I'm talking about people are going to lose their food stamps tomorrow. People are going to, health insurance is possibly going to triple and quadruple, right? I'm talking about things that matter. And if it don't matter to you, then that's you in the wrong spot, bro. You in the wrong spot. If the things that I'm talking about on this channel and on this live, it's not something that can benefit you in your life, then you're on the wrong channel. All you gotta do is scroll up or scroll down. But I appreciate you for joining. I appreciate you for coming and rock with me. This walk down is a little bit more than what I intended. I'm training for a marathon. I ran 4 miles. Now I'm doing the walk down. I'm over 1.5 miles right now walking, which is another workout. So I don't want to go over my time too much. It is Friday. I got another workout I got to do tonight. And then we resting up for the weekend. We got the Texas Longhorns playing tomorrow against Vanderbilt. Can Arch Manning pull another win together and get us back into the top 10? Shout out to the University of Texas. Shout out to Arch Manning and the squad. Shout out to all the teachers and the students at the University of Texas. Hook 'em horn. Shout out to all the donators. Shout out to the whole alumni. Appreciate y'all, appreciate y'all, appreciate y'all. I'm gonna have to turn around here in a second, guys. And I'm gonna do that right now. Boom. Go the other way. See how they rock? See how that go, chat? Just like that. What a beautiful day. What a beautiful day. What a beautiful day, guys. But I think, yeah, what a beautiful day. A beautiful Friday. out chilling, exercising, having a good time on a Friday. Hope y'all day is as good as mine. My day is going pretty well. Pretty well, I must say. But a message to the younger guys out there. Make sure you are not looking up to none of these rappers. Make sure you're not looking up to none of these rappers, guys. Because everything glitter ain't gold. Know what I'm saying? In other words, don't be so amazed by what you see on the outside. Don't be so amazed about what you see on the outside. Don't. Always try to find you something you love to do. Master it. Monetize it on the back end. Spend less. Make some investments. Start with the things that you know, like, and trust. Teach it to your kids and grandkids and the people in your circle. Always try to help other people. Once you get to your pot of gold at the end of the rainbow, make sure you pay attention to who you follow. Make sure you pay attention on who you listen to. Make sure you pay attention who's in your circle. More importantly, pay attention. Always try to elevate and grow. Always try to elevate and grow every day. My goal is to be better than what I was yesterday. That's always the goal, to wake up. And the thing is, you got to have it on your mind. You got to program it in your mind so it'll be inside your subconscious mind. Then it becomes a regular thing. If you are speaking and talking and looking up to one of these rappers, you got to change the way you think. You got to change the way you think. You got to change the way you communicate, because guess what? Stock's not gonna, I was foul at the mouth, guys. When I was in my 20s, when I was in 20, 25, I was foul at the mouth. I had to work on, I had to understand, you can't be around certain type of people talking like BG. You know what I'm saying? In normal, regular life. And then, as far as he go, if he want to have a aha moment and want to change, like TURK did, right? The rap community and the powers that be that run the rap music, they're going to kick him to the curb like they did TURK. Because don't get it twisted. The reason why TURK is not at the concerts, the reason why TURK is being humiliated by these people, is not what he did. It's how he changed. That's very important. You know what I'm saying? People talk about don't let things go over your head. That right there is gonna go over 90% of you dudes' head. What I just said. TURK is not being humiliated by those guys because of what he said. He is going through what he is going through is because he changed. He changed his life. He got a wife. He got a kids. He's promoting family structure. That's what he's doing. That's why they don't want him a part of the concerts. That's why they're trying to make it seem like he's a bozo and he's a clown. See, they're trying to eliminate regular family life, guys. Those rappers get paid extra to act how they acting. They get paid extra to act how they acting. We got to remember that. Each and every one of these rappers, the people that run the rap business, they know that all they care about is money. That's all they care about is money. That's all they care about. And we got to remember that. And as a parent, you got to use them as a teachable moment like I'm doing right now and teach that to your kids and grandkids. Don't be so thirsty for the money, because money comes and goes. Assets lives forever. Hope that don't go over nobody's head. Money comes and goes, but assets, you can pass the assets generation. We got to remember that. The money is just the tool to get to the assets. Got to remember that. So I'm gonna end it right here, guys. I appreciate y'all for rocking with me. Everybody that came in, you know what I'm saying, and commented in the comment section. Everybody that's still here right now, I really, really, really appreciate y'all. You know, I haven't been at the desk lately. You know what I'm saying? I had to back up for that from that a little bit. I might go live tonight from the desk. I might just do that, but you know, I have to kick out a whole lot of these walk downs because I have been slipping on the walk downs and I have been being at the desk a lot. You know, so I'm out and about and I'm out doing my thing. I just finished this walk down. This is season 3, episode 138 of the walk down. We almost at 150. Once we get to 150 episodes, we're going to move to season 4. And like the other episodes, we would do Cash App giveaways at the end of each episode. I'm changing it up, guys. Once we get to 10,000 subs, that's when we're doing another Cash App giveaway to the subscribers. We are at right around 7,700. So everybody that's used to seeing the Cash App giveaway after each season of the walk down, we're not going to do a Cash App giveaway after season 3. We will be doing a Cash App giveaway once we get to 10K subs. That's what we're going to do. And guess what? When we do the Cash App giveaways, you will never hear me promote it. You will never hear me make a video about it. I only talk about it when we deep in the lives like I'm doing right now. And once we do the Cash App giveaways, we put it in subscriber only mode. So you have to be a subscriber. You know what I'm saying? But we're on the road to 10K subs. We're on the road to 10K subs. I want to appreciate everybody that's been subscribing to the channel. Everybody that's been coming in and rocking with us. And I also want a big thank you to the people that come in and give us good stock picks, because we have some people that come in and give us good stocks to look at. I want to really thank y'all for coming in and doing that. Y'all helped the channel out a whole lot, and we really, really, really appreciate it. You know, so keep this in mind. Once we get to 10K subs, another Cash App giveaway. So if you're used to seeing the Cash App giveaways after each season of the walk down, we're eliminating that. The goal is to get to 10K subs by the end of the year. So by January 1st, our goal, guys, is to have 10K subs, and hopefully by January 1st, we will have the Cash App giveaway on New Year's Day, right? Hopefully that. But the other thing is the government shutdown, guys. I think it's gonna last through the first of the year. That's what I believe. I already had estimated 30 days on day 1. We're already over 30 days. Now I'm saying this government shutdown is gonna last past January 1st. So guys, we gotta keep that in mind, that people that we know that are being affected by this government shutdown, you know, make it in your heart to try to help the people out, you know what I'm saying? But then at the same time, when you're blessing them, you gotta tell them. You gotta direct them in, okay, you gotta have an exit plan on how to get off these food stamps. You gotta have an exit plan. Start going to school, you know, or go to school for a trade, you know, while you're getting the food stamps. Go to school for 2 years. You know, get you a certificate, a trade. And then what you do is you go in that field and you go to work. You earn, you spend less, and you make some investments. I've heard people say, well, that's Stock Sniper. I'm on food stamps, I'm on housing. If the housing people find out that I got stocks, they're gonna take my housing. Bro, we gotta get out of that mindset, guys. I've actually heard somebody tell me, if I let go of my food stamps, if I start buying stocks, they're gonna find out about my food stamps and my housing, and they're going to cut my food stamps and my housing. So we gotta get out of that way of thinking. We gotta get out of that box way of thinking. We have to, right? And the only way you're gonna be able to do that, the first thing is we have to change our mind. We gotta say, we can't keep relying on this government assistance. You just can't. It's costing you more by accepting that stuff than not. Why? Because once you own that stuff, you can't go out and make no money or they're going to cut it. And they want you to think like that. They want you to think like that. But the thing is, you got to go to school. You know what I'm saying? You got to go to school. You have to learn a trade. Earn, spend less, and invest. That's what you got to do. And say, damn with them food stamps. Damn with that housing. That's the way it works. You know, so with that being said, I love and I appreciate y'all. I'm going to end it right here. Let's see, we got any more comments? No, it's not. The Don, I appreciate you, the Don. Thank you for coming, to Don. What did that person say? Okay, thank you, to Don. The Don, Krill, you don't understand. I've changed a lot of people's lives, bro. Krill, if you still in here, you saying don't listen to me. Do you know how many people's lives I have changed? I ain't talking about my life. I'm not talking about me, what I have done. I'm talking about other people. Do you know how do you know how many people, other people that this channel and me talking about investing, spending less, and the things that I talk about, exercising, you know, not just about investments, but health. You know how many people's lives I have changed, bro? You know how many people that drink soda water every day, that ain't drinking soda water every day now? Because of this walk down and what I say on this channel, do you realize how many people are exercising now? I'm not even talking about buying stocks. I'm talking about people that are exercising. Because guess what? If you're not healthy, you have to take care of your health before you can worry about any wealth. You know how many people that are exercising now from listening to this channel? So come, Krill, you come on. See, that's the problem with us right now, Chad, is that the way we think, somebody like Krill, you know, just negative, can't take nothing positive out of what is being told to him right now. I'm telling him things and showing things on this channel that a lot of people are not, or will charge you for. The things that I say and talk about on this channel, a lot of people will charge you for these things. They will wrap it up in a course and sell it to you. You know how many people hit me up on Instagram that are investing into the stock market for the first time? You know how many people that invested in Nvidia for the first time when I first brought it up last year? So that what you saying, man, you're really showing me your level of intelligence. Like, you have to grow up, bro. Not intelligence, but your level of maturity. You have to grow up. You know what I'm saying? And anybody with that type of mentality coming into an older guy's chat, especially an older guy that's retired. Bro, I'm 52 years old and I've been retired almost 5 years. So, I mean, go and look at what we do. Go and look we go to the Super Bowl, bro. We go and look at what we do. We help people. This is not that, I am not that content creator. I just so happen to like doing this. I don't have to do this. I just like doing it. I like seeing other people tell me, hey man, what I learned on your channel has helped me. Now I have an emergency fund. I invested in the video. I did a little homework. I invested in the video. Now I'm up 50%. I got people contacting me, bro. Krill. I got people contacting me, telling me how this channel, and not just me, because it's people that come in here, it's other stock traders from time to time coming here and chuck us a bone. I have people literally telling me that, thank you, Stock Sniper, for what you have done. Your channel has changed my life. Not just financially, but health-wise too. So, you know, I don't know who you think I am, but I ain't that. And I'm not that, and that ain't this. I'm about helping people. Because guess what? God already blessed me. I've already had my blessings. I got 3 daughters, all of them nurses. I got one daughter that go to University of Texas, hook 'em horns. God has blessed me not to have a Shaniqua and a Bonquisha and a Cardi B and a Megan Thee Stallion as a daughter. My God has God has blessed me to have kids that earn, spend less, and invest, and actually following in the right way of going in life. So I don't do this for me. I do this for the people. I do this for the world. I know what value I bring. I know what value I bring to this internet, because I do it in real life. And I was fortunate to get it passed down to me. A lot of people was not raised like I was raised. I was raised in a family with earn, spend less, and invest. I was raised like that. I was raised exercising. I was raised helping people. I was raised like that. So you man, that just shows me how closed mind that you are, and how much. And that's why I'm on this internet, because a lot of people have a closed mind, bro. A lot of people have a closed mind. I don't look, I'm blessed, bro. I'm blessed in more ways than one. I'm healthy. I'm 52 years old. I'm about to run in my third marathon come January 10th. I'm healthy, bro. I mean, because how I live and how I transpire and how I help people. That's why. That's how it works. That's why I'm so upset that Donald Trump don't want to release the government funds for the people. That's why I'm upset about that. I'm upset about that because I have a heart and I care about people. So if I couldn't be in power like that and not speak on the people who are getting their food stamps cut tomorrow. Like, it's not going to hurt Donald Trump to transfer those funds. It's not going to hurt him at all. And yes, if you've been on this channel a while, you know I voted for Donald Trump. But at the same time, I hold people accountable for what they do. You got to have a heart. That's how you get your blessings. You know, that's how you get your blessings. That's what my grandpa taught me. That's what my mama taught me. And that's what's in my bloodline. And that's just what it is. Everybody in my bloodline, we are a family of service. We help people. I can have all the stocks in the world. I can have all the investments in the world. Guess what? Nothing feels better than helping other people, helping people coming to me, hitting me up, telling me, man, I bought my first stock, OG. I bought my first stock sniper. Man, stock sniper, I'm up 10%. You know, in NVIDIA, stock sniper, I invested in the S&P 500. You know what I'm saying? I got my first dividend check. You know what I'm saying? That makes me feel better than anything. So if you on this channel, you know what I'm saying? If you here for the first time, let's get that one thing straight. It ain't about me. It's about the people. When I hear somebody say stock sniper, like somebody told me the other week, stock sniper, man, I couldn't run a mile. Now I'm running a mile a day. Stocks, you know, things like that. I like hearing things like that. Stock sniper, you know, I stopped eating all that Jack in the Box and Whataburger. Blood pressure ain't as high. My blood pressure is not where I want it to be, but my blood pressure ain't high no more. I'm not eating all that salt. And I'm not drinking all them sodas. I heard on your livestock sniper, when you was on the walk down, you telling us how much sugar actually in a 12-ounce soda. I went stock sniper, because like I said on the live, go look on the back of a soda, a Coca-Cola, and look and see how many grams of sugar in there. Get a scale, weigh up the 40 grams of sugar, and see how much sugar is in a soda. Stock sniper, I seen that video and I did it. And when I did it, bro, I automatically didn't want to drink a soda no more. Stock sniper, I seen your video when you was talking about stop smoking cigarettes. I seen the video when you was saying how when you was 25 years old, that your OG told you about Black and Miles, you know what I'm saying? And now I'm not smoking Black and Miles no more. Now I'm walking and I'm running a mile every single day. Now I'm getting up and I'm walking 30 minutes a day. Stock Sniper, I heard when you said that I don't have to run 4 miles a day like you or 8 miles a day like you. I can start off walking 20 minutes a day. That's why I do this. That's why I do this. I'm built different. Straight up. I'm built different. I'm a totally different animal when it comes to real life, and now I'm on the internet. Now I'm on the internet doing it. I wouldn't care about no likes, shares, and subscribers. I care about the people that come rock with me and help me, and I help them. That's all I care about. That's it. I care about the people that take a grab. If you watch this channel, if you rock with me, ain't no way you shouldn't be at least investing into the stock market. Not in something. That's what I worry about. I worry about helping people that come on this channel and say they don't have an emergency fund. I'm worrying about getting them 3 months in an emergency fund. I'm worrying about getting them 6 months into an emergency fund. I'm worrying about helping them get a year in their emergency fund, all their bills, ready to rock and roll for a whole year. And then investing in the stock market, in the companies that they know, like, and trust. Not what I know, like, and trust, but what they know, like, and trust. That's what I'm about. That's what I'm about. And that's what I always be about. Why? Because I care about people. And I know if I care about people more than I care about myself, guess what's going to happen on the back end? You can put the rest to you can use your brain to see what the rest of that is going to say and what that's about. Straight up. Because I know from not only my 52 years of being on this earth, but what my ancestors, what my mama and daddy, my grandma and grandpa told me how it works. So I got hundreds of years of documented real life foundation right here, right now. I know that most people don't know anything about most people in 2025 don't know anything about being passed down from generation to generation to generation. They don't know anything about that. And it's my job to get them to start right now where you at. You don't have to have generations of family that then passed things down to you, and it's been in your family for hundreds of years. You don't have to be like that. You can start right where you at right now. Your 100 years can start right there with you, one stock at a time, one share at a time, one investment property at a time. That's how it starts. One skill at a time. Find you a skill that you love to do and master it and then monetize it. That's what freedom is, guys. Finding something that you love to do. If you love making roads, be the best road builder you can be. If you like building fences, be the best fence builder you can be. If you like cutting down trees, be the best timber. Be the best timber sayer you can be. As long as you love it, don't care about what nobody else say. If you want to be a truck driver, be the best truck driver you can be. I drove trucks for 25 years straight. If you want to be the best YouTuber, if you want to be a YouTuber, content creator, be the best streamer you can be if you love it. It's not work. If you love breaking down trees, If you love digging ditches, some people love digging ditches, guys. Some people love building roads, these nice pretty road right here. Some people love doing that. And if you love doing that, you're free. You're free. That's where freedom starts. Doing something that you love to do. That's where freedom starts. Doing something you love to do, master it, monetize it, get paid for it, spend less. Don't be buying no Jordans every day. Don't be buying no cigarettes every day. Don't be buying no weed every day. Don't be buying no Jack in the Box every goddamn day. Don't be buying no Don Julio every single day. Don't go to the club on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays. Stay out the strip club. Stop listening to these dumb rappers that want you to crash out. Make proper investments and teach it to your kids and grandkids and the people in your circle. And do what I did, create a YouTube channel and teach it to the world. That's how it works. And exercise, find a way to exercise. 20 minutes a day. You don't have to come out here. I've been walking for over an hour now. I've walked about 4 miles. Yeah, I'm on it today. I've walked about 4 miles. I ran 4 and I've walked 4. That guy Creel coming in here being negative. I had to spin it. You're not finna put no negativity on me. I got to let you know who you dealing with. That's what I gotta let you know. Who you dealing with who you dealing with when you come on this channel. Who you are in the presence of when you come on this channel. That's what I gotta let you know. You just not on I'm not a YouTuber, bro. That's the trolls that come in here and the people with low energy or vibration. First thing you gotta understand, I'm not a YouTuber. That's not what I am. I'm not a YouTuber. Once you get over that, then maybe you can sit and listen and understand what I am. Because I'm not a YouTuber. I'm not. I just use YouTube as a platform to push out what I'm trying to push out. That's what I'm trying to do. And to break it down for the people in the back, what I'm doing is putting people that you got to get it not in your mind, but in your subconscious mind about earning, spending less, and making proper investments. Go out, worry about your health. Because without no health, there's no wealth. Teach it to your kids and grandkids and the people you love in your circle. Help somebody else. Stay away from the bozos. Stay away from the clowns. And realize what's happening right now in 2025. What's happening right now in 2025, Stock Sniper? We are in the beginning stages of a wealth transfer. Creel, this life ain't a joke, bro. We in the beginning stages of a wealth transfer. What part of the wealth transfer do you want to be on, Creel? And anybody else, any other troll that want to come in the presence of this channel and with an illiterate, negative mind? Where do you want to be in 2029? That's the question. Where do you want to be in 2029? I already showed my stock portfolio a whole lot of times. I said at the end of 2024, I said it, man, at the end, don't be the one that feel left out. When I showed the portfolio again at the end of 2029, when Donald Trump has to lead, when we have to vote for a president again, and I show my portfolio, and you've been on this channel, being nosy, trolling, being negative, you really gonna be mad when I show you this portfolio in 2029. So I'm telling you right now, we are still in the beginning of a wealth transfer. I want everybody on this channel, everybody that's looking at this walk down, to understand where I'm coming from. Some of y'all seen my stock portfolio, the times that I showed it. Some of y'all seen me log into my stock portfolio on a live and showed the business. I'm not doing it again until 2029. So I'm telling y'all right now, if you be on this channel all the time and you subscribed and you're just watching, being nosy, please don't. I hope that it's not nobody. I pray that it's not nobody that watched this channel that's hiding in the bushes, ain't saying nothing, that ain't paying attention, and ain't putting down not only what I say, but other people that come in here and give us stock information. I hope you're expanding your mind, learning something and putting it down. You ain't got to comment. I don't care if you comment or not. All I need you to do is listen to the information. Matter of fact, I like it better when nobody, I like it better when people are in here and nobody's commenting. That lets me know, that makes me think you're paying attention and reading the comments, because not just me, it's other people that come on here that types things. Guys, this channel and the people that come rock with this channel, there's people, very intelligent, smart people that come and that comes in here and they give us stock information. I know that for a fact, that there are millionaire stock traders that comes in here and give ideas. So for the new people that just now starting to come in, I don't care if it's 10 people in here. I don't care if it's 5 people in here. Guess what? You got to be thinking. It's a major stock investor listening. And at any given second, might throw in a nugget. And you think it's just a regular person. How do you know? Because they talk to me on the back end. That's how I know. There's a lot of people that come on this channel that like this walk down, that like what I'm doing, and hit me up and talk to me. My phone number's in the description. Also, the people that come just to be nosy, or the people that's in the back, make sure you look at the whole thing. I got my phone number in the description. I got my phone number in the description, and I got my Instagram in the description. So people call me and hit me up all the time. I got a whole lot of messages on my Instagram that I have not even answered right now. And I try to answer them. You know, I'm training for a marathon now, so, you know, it's a lot. I'm training 3 or 4 times a day. So I can't get to them like I was before. But just for the people in the back and the people that come in and try to throw off the live, you got to realize what live you on, bro. You have to realize what live you are on. Straight up. You got to, especially if it's just 5 or 6 people in the live. That's when it's the best. When there's only 5 or 6 people in the lives, by me watching and navigating and seeing what's going on, that's when you get the gems and the nuggets. Why? Because if it's 300 or 400 people or 1,000 people in there and somebody give us a bone, we won't see it. That's why. That's why I say I don't worry about the numbers, bro. I worry about the quality of people. I worry about the quality of people because I know the quality of people that come onto this channel. Because the people that have subscribed to the channel, we have a lot in common. We have a lot in common. And that's what my analytics, and that's what my talking to people and people contacting me, that's how I know this. So Krill, and anybody that's seen that comment, it got deleted, but bro, you got to realize who you dealing with. You know, you got to think a little differently. You got to grow up. It's 2025. You know what I'm saying? It's a new millionaire being made every second because of the decisions that we make in our lives. You got to understand that. You know what I'm saying? You got to understand that, bro. If you don't get nothing out of this, get that. And it starts with the changing and renewing of your mind, how you think, who you hang around with. You know what I'm saying? And if it's too high of a level for your intelligence and your thinking, then you got to scroll up or scroll down. If you ain't ready, you know, it ain't nothing wrong with that. It took me a while to get ready. You know what I'm saying? My mama put an investment book in my hand when I was 7 years old. You know what I'm saying? And I wasn't ready, you know, for a while. And then I had to grow up. And that's okay. But if you here and you still listening, guess what? That's the first start. It's to listen. Listen to the OG. I'm 52 years old, bro. You gotta listen to the OG. That's the problem that a lot of younger people have these days. They rather listen to BG and Turk. Well, I ain't gonna say Turk. I apologize. They rather listen to BG and NBA Youngboy instead of listening to me or this, that, and the third. They rather listen to BG, since we all was on that topic earlier, they rather listen to BG than Turk. You go to BG channel, you're gonna get a whole different message than what you get from Turk. You listen to BG music, you're gonna get a whole different message than what you gonna listen to if you listen to Turk. Straight up. Speak your mind. If it's the truth and it's positive, speak your mind. But if it's negative, shut up. Straight like that. If it's negative, it's gonna cause any problems, gonna cause any drama, shut up. But if it's the truth and it's real, speak it. Don't let nobody tell you what and what not to say. This is the freedom of speech. That's that's the First Amendment of being an American. It's the freedom of speech. The freedom of speech. You got the right to see so many times, guys, when you're trying to speak the right thing, you're trying to talk about earn, spend less, and invest. You want to talk about getting married to one woman, having all your kids by one lady, raise your kids. You know what I'm saying? They don't want you to say that. They don't want you to talk like that. They don't want you to talk about making proper investments. They don't want you to talk about find something you love to do. Find a trade and skill. And then don't let nobody talk about what you do. You got people in this world, you got people running around talking about certain jobs or slave jobs, bro. One of the most ridiculous things I ever heard in my life. A slave job. Just because that person is the type of person that's lazy. Somebody to ever tell you, guys and ladies, if somebody ever try to discredit what you do for a living, guess what? They're lazy. And don't let them. Matter of fact, those type of people, you need to eliminate them from your atmosphere, because when somebody start talking negative, right? One thing about negativity, it's easy to get inside of your spirit. It's easy. You know what I'm saying? That negativity is easy to get inside your spirit. And then next thing you know, if you listen to it too many times, take it from the OG. If you listen to that negativity too many times, guess what's gonna happen? Then you're gonna start questioning yourself. Man, is this really a slave job? It's called energy and vibration. Energy and vibration. And it must be eliminated, or it will infect your whole insides. Just like a worm, a dog get a worm. You know your dog get the worms, and if you don't treat the worms when you're supposed to treat it, all it does is make more worms. Like that. That's how it works. Have you questioning your own job? Now you bitter. Now you on the job. because you didn't have this negativity that's been sitting on you and you've been listening to somebody tell you your job is a slave job. Knowing that you love doing what you do. How is it a slave job when I love doing what I do? How? How is truck driving a slave job and I love driving? It don't make any sense. It's an essential. Mostly all these jobs, guys, are essential workers. We need things. We need roads. We need bridges. We need sky-rise buildings. You know, we need landscaping so the golf course could look like it's looking. We need people that fix the road where Stock Sniper TV can come out here and exercise every single day. It's essential. It's something that people need. Is helping people. So that's how we got to look at it. When the job that you do, you're helping people. If you work at the plant, if you're a welder, if you're an electrician, like ATM Tim, shout out to ATM Tim. If you're an electrician, you know what I'm saying, or whatever, a plumber, we need that, bro. Can you imagine one thing that I hate? One thing I hate, like I'm gonna use this road as an example. One thing that I hate is riding down a road with bumps and, you know what I'm saying, and holes and potholes all in the road. Look at this road. We need the people to come fix the road. Why? So we won't mess up our vehicles. We love to ride down a nice, smooth road. That's an essential worker. People love to eat a Jack in the Box and Whataburger. You know what I'm saying? And Popeyes. People like making Popeyes. I got a friend of mine that loves making Popeyes chicken. It's essential. People like they Tuesday. Tuesday was the other day where you get 2 for $1.99. People love people love their Popeyes chicken. But if you don't love your job, it's all about how you feel. If you love it, if you don't like it, then that's a totally different story. If you don't like it, you just don't like it. But then that's when you find something that you love to do and you master it and then you monetize it. And when you have that mentality, guess what? You live life free. You live life free. You don't have that many headaches, you know, because you love what you do. You're not clock watching. You're not waiting. If you got a 9 to 5, you're not waiting to. Some people can't wait till 5 o'clock. But if you love the job, you love what you do. It seems like 9 to 5 come here so quick, just like on this walk down. I love doing what I'm doing right now. I ran 4 miles and I've been walking 78 minutes, almost an hour and a half. I love doing this. And guess what, guys? It feels like I just started. It feels like I just started, straight up. For somebody else, it might feel like it's strenuous work. If you've been on this channel for a while, sometimes I have had a significant time where I run 8 miles a day and still do this. But I had to cut back because I'm older, you know, and I got a marathon that I'm training for January the 10th. I hope y'all join me because I'm going live from the Chevron Marathon, just like I went live from Memorial Day Marathon and the 4th of July Marathon. Yeah, we do marathons over here, man, and we love it. And I love it. And I love doing what I do. I love coming on here, talking to the people, learning something and teaching something. That's what I love to do. And that's why this stuff goes by quick. I'm not even looking at the comment section. I'm not even doing that. I'm not a comment section. I'm not a numbers. As far as these numbers, I'm worried about the numbers on the stock market. I said it. Those are the numbers I worry about. I don't worry about the numbers right here, 9, 7. I appreciate it, but at the same time, guess on another thing on the back end, I got my kids and grandkids that watch this, so it's bigger. That's why I gotta watch what I say, watch what I do, and then when somebody come in here acting like a Pookie and a Ray Ray, I use them as a teachable moment because my grandkids are watching. It teaches. So when people come in here like that Trill, whatever his name is, Kill, whatever, when he come in here and talk like that, that gives me a teachable lesson. That's why I'm going on so long right now. Why? Because I know my grandkids gonna watch this when they get out of school. I know this. See, it's a lot of things that's going on behind the scenes. And if you've been on this channel for a while, I haven't said it lately, but you know that my kids and my grandkids watches this stuff. And guess what? If I die today, my kids and grandkids gonna have a whole lot of stock market teaching, because I do have videos and lives where I'm actually going through breaking down a stock. I'm going through teaching technical analysis. I got all those teachings on here. So I'm also building a investment library. I've already built it, to be honest with y'all. I've already built it. I got over, I don't know how many videos I got, but it's more than 100 about earning, spending less, and investing. Technical analysis, support, resistance. You know, all these type of teachings. How to open up a brokerage account. What ETFs, as somebody brought up the ETF inside of this chat right now. Well, if you just not coming to the channel and you see somebody type, let me go back to it, about put ETF, man, bro, you could learn some, okay, stock sniper. Or somebody in the comments section just put in ETF. Let me Google what an ETF is. See, that's what I'm talking about right there. This channel, you come to and you can learn something that you never knew before. That's the beauty of this channel. That's what I love about the chat so much. Who said ETF? Let me find right here. Check your 6. Invest right now. Look up JJ Snack stocks. There you go. You know what I'm saying? Somebody else came in here and said something about an ETF. Let me find out right there. Creel, the same guy that came with the negativity, like trading or ETFs. Nothing. Well, he talked against the trading in ETFs, but if you don't know what an ETF is, and Trill, who's talking negative about an ETF, they're saying that an ETF is nothing. Y'all see what I'm saying? You take that, and then you Google, okay? Creel came in here and said, see, this is how you take a negative and turn it into a positive, chat. You got Creel. He said stocks, ETFs is nothing. Okay, he say, okay, this is the stock channel. He said ETFs is nothing. Let me go over here to Google and let me type in what is an ETF. And it's going to show you a group of ETFs. It's going to tell you what ETF stands for. And then you take it and you take your notes and you put ETF stands for this, this, this. That's what an ETF stand for. Okay, let's look at ETFs. He said ETFs is nothing, but one of the companies that's inside of an ETF is what he's on right now, which is Google, YouTube. Google owns YouTube. If he has a Apple phone, Apple is an ETF for Google, Apple, Amazon, Microsoft, did all that. So you would learn just something just by that. So you come over here and you learn something. Just like a guy just said, the stock market down. Okay, let's go look and see if the stock market is down. Well, you're looking at the daily. You're not looking at the yearly. You're not looking at the monthly. And you're not looking at the overall expanded version of the stock market. Like right now, which I'm finna do. He said the stock market is down. I'm finna teach a stock class right now. Okay, I'm going to my other phone. He said the stock market is down. This ain't gonna take nothing but 3 seconds. A quick little stock class. I go into my phone, which is why nobody should not be invested into the stock market because of this. You can go to your phone while I'm out exercising. Somebody say the stock market is down. I go right into the S&P 500. Boom. Let me sit down. Stock market one-on-one. He says the stock market is down. Okay. You see it's red right there, right? That is the daily. See, 1 minute. Daily. Now, I know that's the 1 minute. Today. Let's move to the daily. Now each candle represents a day. Look at this. Let me show y'all this. Drawing. Trend line. Look at that trend line. Now, how's the stock market down? This is the monthly. Down here at that dip, that's May the 1st. So look how the stock market been up from May the 1st up until November 1st. Look at that. Down here, let's see. Down here, 479. Up here, 689.70. We closed today, 681.90. Yes, we're down on a day because it's Friday, but overall, the stock market is up. Just like that. So I just taught you something. Okay, me, I'm a long-term investor. I think long-term because that's what my grandpa taught me. Look at this. January 29th, 2010. The overall stock market, which is this is an ETF. ETFs or nothing. Look at this. January 29th, 2010. This ETF was $43. Let's fast forward. What's today's date? Today's date, might as well say November 1st. Look where it's at now. $690. Let's call it that. From 2010, and I'd even go further back. 2010, right here. This ETF was $43. Look at it now. The same ETF, $690. Look at that. That's long-term investing, holding. Let's go back. 1996. Look at that. So that right there was a quick. See, that's why I try to tell y'all on this channel, bro, you can't be thinking short term. You got to be thinking long term. When you invest into these companies, when you invest into the ETFs, your mindset has to be on your kids and grandkids, bro. Your mind has to be on that. It has to be on that. So in other words, you can't be, like I say all the time on this channel, you can't read a book by its cover. I'm gonna say this and I gotta go. You can't read a book by its cover. You got to open up the book and you got to look and you got to read it. The easiest way to hide something from somebody is put it in a book. These days, listen to the OG, these days, they want your attention span focused on the daily. Let me say that again. These days, this is not only with the stock market, guys. This is with social media. This is with the reels. This is with the shorts. This is with the videos. They want your attention span as short as it can be. They want you focusing on the daily. They want you focusing on the 1 minute. They want you focusing on what happened in the stock market today. They don't want you focusing on the stock market what happened from 1994 to 2024. They don't want you focusing on that. That's what you got to understand. So always look at things at long term. Whatever it is, you got to look at it long term with your career, with your relationships. It's long term. Just like a girlfriend. You don't want, well, some people might, but the goal is not to have a girlfriend for a day. The time is not to be switching. The goal is not to be switching girlfriend to girlfriend and being thirsty. You know what I'm saying? Every other week you got a different girlfriend. Or if you're a girl, every other week you got a different dude. Same thing with life. You earn, you spend less, you make proper investments, you pass it down to your kids and grandkids. You teach it to your friends, you teach it to your circle, and you keep it pushing. And you pay attention to long term. That's why they made shorts. That's why they made reels on this internet. That's why they got these videos 5 minutes, because they know that our attention span is short. You can't look at something past, they don't want us looking at stuff past 30 seconds. They want to keep you within the 30 seconds. They want you to think that the stock market is down because you looked at it today. But you didn't look at you didn't look at the ETF way back from 1994. You didn't do that. Or you didn't even further than that. I got some, like I showed my portfolio. I got some stocks that's been in my portfolio since 1983. So if I have some stocks that's in my portfolio that's been in there before I was born. I was born in 73. We got stocks in our portfolio that's been there since before I was born. Let that sink in. That's from daddy, grandpa, passing things down. That's what that's from. So when I say, and the people that's been on this channel before already know and have seen the portfolio, you know exactly what I'm talking about. Long-term investing. And then what's going to happen, the new stocks that are inside of the ETF now, which are the tech companies, guess what? Those shares and those companies are going to my kids, and then those going to my grandkids. Don't get it twisted. I don't buy Nvidia. I don't buy AMD. I don't buy Amazon. I don't buy the S&P 500 for me. I buy those companies that's been added to the portfolio, that the portfolio was handed down to me from my parents and my grandparents. Those are going down. That's how that works. That's how it works. That's what earning, spending less, and making proper investments is all about. Right there. That right there. Earn, spend less, invest. Teach it to your kids and grandkids. Pass it down to your kids and grandkids. Teach it to the kids. That's what it's about. And what's so lovely about it is that we can do this on the phone. Bro, I remember when you had to look at the stocks in a newspaper. I remember when it was no phone. I remember when it was no Robinhood. I remember when it was no Webull. I remember when it was no Moo. I remember when it was no phone. Yes, I had a beeper and I was steady buying stocks. Yes, that's how long I've been investing into the stock market. That's how long. And yes, I made mistakes along the way, because that's what life is all about. I explained my mistake before. I don't have time to go into that right now. That's the problem with people. They're looking for negative. That's right, Check You Are. Minority Mindset on YouTube was a great story. That's right, Check R. I figured out myself watching YouTube. Right, there you go. That's why I say Check You Are, and I appreciate you for coming. You be coming a lot. Bro, when they developed Robinhood, that right there changed the game. That made it where anybody can invest into the stock market. Like I just did, bro. I just took my other phone and I went inside the app and I opened up a chart and taught a quick lesson on long-term investing just like that. Just like that. That's how quick, you know what I'm saying, I did that. I should have, you know what? I'm going to do something else. Because the dude brought up ETFs. ETFs, what he said is nothing. Okay, I just showed y'all how from 2010, the S&P 500 went from basically $50 to almost $700 right now. It's not at there yet, but I'm rounding it off to the nearest tenth. In 2010, the S&P 500 was $50. Now, the S&P 500 is coming up on 700. Now, I'm finna go back over here where I was at, and I'm finna show and teach this last little lesson on how powerful the internet is with these brokerage apps and these brokerage accounts. Okay, look. Let me open it up. You say Stock Sniper. You saying ETF. I just showed you the numbers on the ETF, which was the S&P 500. Okay, if ETF is America's top 500 companies. Okay, Stock Sniper. What ETF is a fund? It stands for Exchange Traded Fund. I got it memorized. So let's go into the fund. Let's go into asset allocation. These are the companies that are inside the S&P 500. Look, all the big boys. Nvidia, Microsoft, Apple, Amazon, Broadcom, Facebook, Google, Apple, that's Google. We on Google right now. It's called YouTube. And if you own an Android phone, Android is owned by Google. So if you got an Android phone, you own Google right now. You own YouTube, you own Google. If you own an Apple phone, Apple is right here. Tesla, and guess what? The big boy, Berkshire Hathaway. If you don't know who Berkshire Hathaway is, that is Warren Buffett's ETF. Berkshire Hathaway. So that right there. You said ETF is nothing? Come on. But I just gave y'all, some people know, you know what I'm saying? So I'm glad he put that in there so I could break it down. A quick little lesson on the run while I'm exercising. That's the beauty of the internet. That's why, bro, should nobody be on, man, I'm going to say it. Should nobody be on food stamps, bro? Nobody. With this internet and what I just shown and the power of the ETF and the power of investing long term, should nobody, bro, be, just shouldn't be, it's just the way you got to think. And guess what? Just like I just did this little quick stock market long-term investing tutorial that barely took me about a minute, they don't want y'all to know that. They don't want y'all to know what I just showed. They don't want you to put that in your subconscious mind. You know what I'm saying? I'm out here running and exercising, and I'm doing a stock tutorial live. They don't want that, guys. That's why we got to use the internet as a tool. Don't use the internet as a fool. Use it as a tool. And how you do that is you got to train your mind. It's really, really simple what I just did, guys. I'm not the sharpest tool in the toolbox. I just got my mind right, and I'm focused on my pot of gold at the end of the rainbow. And so, guess what? With the power of this internet and man, the power of this internet and the power of these brokerage accounts that you can pull up on your phone, you are witnessing an OG that remember when the stock market, you have to look at it in the newspaper, guys. You have to look at it in the newspaper, and you have to get on your phone and call a broker. You ain't got to do that no more. You could go in your phone right now. Man, I like NVIDIA at this price while I'm out here exercising. And I could be on my other phone like I am right now. Oh man, I like NVIDIA at this price. And I pull the trigger right now while I'm exercising on YouTube and on my other phone at the same time. Man, life is great. Life is beautiful, guys. That's what I mean. But it's simple as 1, 2, 3. But the thing is, and I gotta go after this, you gotta put it in your subconscious mind. My mind is trained for this. You know, and it comes with, you put it to your front head of your mind and your thinking chat, and then you memorize it, and then it goes into your subconscious mind, and you make it a part of your life. Like I come out here and run 4 miles a day and do this what I'm doing right now. You make it a part of your life. That's all it takes is a shifting of the mind. Ain't nothing more powerful than to change mind. Because there's a wealth transfer going on right now. Anybody that's on this live, I don't want, man, in 2029, bro, man, I don't want to see nobody disappointed. I want everybody earning. I want everybody spending less. I want everybody making proper investments. I want everybody teaching to their kids and grandkids. I want everybody teaching it to their homeboys and homegirls. I want everybody, because it's going to be a wealth transfer, guys. And the wealth transfer going to last longer than 2029. I'm just saying that because that's what I said in 2024. So put that on y'all mind, man. And what I just done, it got people selling courses. I'm doing it for free. And that's just what it is. You could take it and run with it. All you got to do, like old boy said, like Checkar said, you got YouTube, man. You can put in something on YouTube and pull up Stock Sniper TV, you know what I'm saying, and get something real quick, a quick lesson. Oh man, the stock market down today. Bro, you only looking at it from Friday. You're not looking at it long term. I'm looking at it from 70s and the 80s and the 90s. Even like 2010. That's not that long. That's not that long. 2000 is not long for me. It's 2025 right now. 2000 is not that long away. That's only 25 years. Just think, that what I just said had nothing to do with crypto. So that has nothing to do with crypto. We don't even want to go there. So that's what we got to think about, guys. We got to think about that. Long term. It's a wealth transfer happening right now. Be a part of it. Be on the right side of the wealth transfer. Like I say all the time on this channel, it's consumers and there are investors. Trust me, guys, nobody wants to be on the consumer side of the wealth transfer. You don't want to be on the consumer side of the wealth transfer. Well, Stock Sniper, what is the consumer side? The consumer side is the people that spend all their money. They don't invest. They make a earn, but they don't spend less. They don't invest. They buy Jordans every week. They buy cigarettes every single day. They got to order DoorDash and Uber every day. Instead of buying DoorDash and Uber stocks, they got to order DoorDash and Uber every lunch period. Those are the consumers. The investors are the ones that invest in DoorDash, invest in Uber, invest in McDonald's, invest in Chipotle, as an example. If the NFL was on the stock market, I would own shares of the NFL. Invest in Nike. Invest in Levi's. Invest in Hennessy. You like drink it every day. Invest in Bud Light and Bush and Anheuser-Busch and those type of companies. Invest in Apple. You got to have the Apple phone every single day. You got to have the Apple phone every single month when the new Apple phone come out, but you don't own not one share. You could take $1,000 and buy about 5 or 6 shares of Apple. But you got to have the Apple phone every time it come out. You got to have the upgrade. We got to think differently. Once I started thinking like that, it changed my life. And with the development of the internet and what I just showed, guys, it don't take that long. It don't. You got a company like NVIDIA, right? A Liberation Day, NVIDIA dropped under 100. Now NVIDIA is over 200. Shout out to the people that hit me up on Instagram and hit me up on my phone and let me say, thank you, Stock Sniper. When you said, when you told us to jump in on NVIDIA on Liberation Day, I'm up 100% right now, Stock Sniper. I appreciate you, bro. I never had this much money in my checking account before, let alone a brokerage account. But it ain't over. It's just starting. Educate yourself. Connect with the right YouTube channels where you can see. The thing is, guys, what helped me a lot is I infatuated my mind with this stuff. When I was 7 years old, my mama put an investment book in my hand and made me read it. You know what I'm saying? You got to train yourself for this. And then you got to put it in your subconscious mind and it don't go nowhere. And then you teach it to your kids and grandkids. That's how, and you teach it to your homeboys. And then if you're really passionate about it like I am, you'll get on YouTube, you'll get on Instagram, and you'll do what? Start teaching it to the world. Maybe you could help somebody get off food stamps. That's the next thing I want to do. I want somebody that be on this channel. I don't know if somebody will do that though. That's my goal. I want somebody that's going through this food stamp crisis, that's watching this channel, that call me up and say, man, thank you, bro. I'm no longer worrying about food stamps no more. That's my goal, bro. That's my goal on this channel. My goal is not to get 1 million subscribers. My goal is not none of that. My goal is to help somebody, like I just said, that's another goal. I want to help somebody get off food stamps and change the way they think and come over and be a investor. Get out of the consumer mindset. Get into the investor's mindset and change their whole family's trajectory. Because that's what it does, guys. This internet, this stock market, it changes families forever, bro. It does. It does. And that's what I'm in the business in. I'm in the business of changing families' lives. They ain't Stock Sniper. I never looked at it like this. Now I can teach it to my kids and my grandkids. That's what I want to hear. I want somebody to say, bro, I got off food stamps, man. I've been on food stamps since my mom and daddy was on food stamps. And I put my kids on food stamps because I just thought that's what we're supposed to do. Now I'm not on food stamps no more, Stock Sniper. I'm invested into the stock market. And I got me an emergency fund. I own 100 or 200 shares of NVIDIA. And we ready to rock. You know what I'm saying? I told my sister, I told my brother, my mama, who been on food stamps forever. She's 70 years old. She bought her first share. She's invested into the stock market now. That's what I want to hear. And yes, if you 70 years old and ain't never bought a share of stock, it's not too late. Long as God wake you up and you come and put the work in, you could change your life in 5 years when it comes down to this stock market. Not even 5. If you earn, spend nothing, and invest, you could change your life in 1 year. I've seen it happen too many times. Earn, spend nothing, and invest. And educate yourself. Educate yourself, earn, spend nothing, invest. Like a bridge. Over here is the earn, over there is the investment. The investing is over there. The earn is right here. I need to put the bridge over there. I need to make a bridge to go from here to over there. Over there is where all the investments are. Over there is where retirement is. All over there is where your kids and grandkids and the whole trajectory of your downline could be changed forever. All you got to do is make the bridge. That's all you got to do. And that's how it works, guys. I done went a little bit too long, but that's how it works. With a shifting of the mind. Imagine being in the spot like I was. I had all the information. My mama put an investment book in my hand at 7 years old. She didn't buy me Jordans and Jabos and Tommy Hilfigers and Polos. My mama bought me stocks. I'm like, dang, I want some Jordans. No, you're not getting Jordans. I'm gonna buy you a share of Nike. That's how my mama and them did me. That's how they did me. That's how I was raised. And when I was a kid, I didn't understand it. But I understand it now. I understand it now. My parents bought me stocks and workout equipment. I ain't gonna say that. I'm gonna say, I didn't want to work out. I wanted to wear Jordans as we come up on the holidays of Christmas. I wanted to wear Jordans, you know? I wanted to wear polo, you know? But they didn't do me like that. They bought me stocks and they bought me exercise equipment. And look what I'm doing right now. I'm 52 years old and I'm working out. Still, the best shape of my life at 52. Earning, spending less, and investing. That's the blueprint. That's easy, but it's hard at the same time. The hard thing is the discipline and the work that you got to put in. That's the hard thing. That's the hard part. The discipline, especially with all the distractions in 2025. A whole lot of distractions. Because they're going to put something in front of your face, like a BG, that's talking like an idiot. That's my age and talking like a damn idiot. Talking down on a man that's raising his family, that's married, family structure, and taking care of business. All money ain't good money. That's what it is. So with that being said, I love and I appreciate y'all. I went a very, very long time, man. And that's all right, because it felt like it was 10 minutes. I ain't gonna even lie, I love it. I just hope somebody learns something from it. Pass it on, pass it on, pass it on. Don't be like BG. Don't be like BG. And some of y'all that watch the channel don't know who BG is, just type him up and look at the way he my age and he talk like he illiterate. Not trying to elevate his conversation, not trying to elevate his thinking. He's talking down on a guy that used to talk like that, but changed his life. And now that is married with a foundational family and is living his best life and telling his truth in a positive way. That's what it's all about, guys. And you got to realize the industry and the people up there, some certain type of people want to keep you down in the river. They want to keep you down. They want to keep you talking like you're illiterate. They want you to keep acting like you're illiterate. They want you to keep on praising these rappers. That's what they want. They want you to keep on praising these rappers. They want you to keep on acting like a bozo. They don't want you earning, spending less, and investing and teaching to your kids and grandkids. They don't want you to get married. They don't want you to be with the same woman. Because if they did, they would be promoting that. The rapper, ain't no rapper promoting family ties, family lifestyle, get married, have all your kids by the same woman, make her earn, spend less, make proper investments. They are actually rapping about the opposite of what it really is to be a successful man or woman in the world. So let that sink in, guys. I gotta go. I appreciate y'all for rocking with me. I love and I appreciate y'all. This is the one and only Stock Sniper. Earn, spend less, and make proper investments. 704 Wall Street is my block. 704 Wall Street is my block. Stop listening to them rappers. Stop listening to that negativity. Stay laser focused on earning. Find something you love to do. Master it. Teach your kids. Teach your grandkids. Teach your homeboys. Teach the world. And with that being said, I love and I appreciate y'all. To the next one. Hey, y'all have a great Friday. I might go live tonight from the desk. I don't know. But I love and I appreciate y'all. Hope y'all learned something. I definitely did. Right? So with that being said, I love and I appreciate y'all. To the next one, I'm out.